What's up, guys? Cosmic Diva here with some more CFHT cloud cams. This is starting on May 24th. Now, a friend of mine who happens to be a real serious full-time photographer, well, I showed them some of these images and they dismissed it as a camera lens issue. But, they said, hey, if you could find this on multiple cameras, you got something. So I did some more homework and voila. This orb appears on multiple cameras. Yeah, there it is. Do you see it? Just as clear as you want to be. And in some shots, like on one on the left right now, if you look at the bottom of the screen, just where the road starts at and the hill meets, you can see another orb. If you look at the top real good, you can see two more orbs, but you can slow the footage down and check that out for yourself. Nonetheless, I'm gonna have to give this a little bit more credibility than I did the first time I saw it and say that there's something there. It's translucent in nature, at least apparently to the cameras. You can see through it, yet there is enough material there that you can still see it. And that probably has to do with the ambient lighting from the sun and then the clouds going through. And you got all this stuff that helps bring out the light, the shape, the orb. It's undeniable, right? Now, on the right side, I had to take some colors out so you could still see it, but you can see the clouds passing over it right in the center of the screen. There it is. And if you need to compare, you can go back to the shot that I've always seen on the left. The orb at the bottom of the hill is much more clear now, and you could see it actually moves in and out. It moves to different spots a little bit even. So I don't know if that's actually something down there too, or if that's the shadow of the orb that is floating up above. Now, short, weird story. I'll try to be quick about this. What brought me to the point of watching this is during the time I've been meditating, I've been learning more about the brain and energy and what the mind can do as far as experimenting and what medicine has learned. I've been looking, okay? And this started a few years back when I first really started taking images of the crazy sun. Because I started to think I was going crazy for a little while. Like, what could make me see something that no one else appears to want to acknowledge? And as I started to learn a little bit more about the brain, I learned what the brain is capable of outside of the physical body. Yes, that's what I said. There are things out there that are beyond comprehension. And I'll just say this. Not only does the government know it, they test it, they experiment with it, they use it in battle, they use it for whatever else. They use it to keep us entertained. But they know. And if you do enough homework, you can actually see what has been written by our people in charge. And it's fascinating. It will blow your mind. And I will share what I can without sounding crazy to myself here out loud, but the stuff's there, okay? Now, having said that, I'm seriously in question as to whether or not this is something from somewhere else that I'm looking at. Is this orb our creation? And I have such reservation for it being something from somewhere else. I want it to be, because if it is, then we have something watching us, right? Something here floating overhead. And as you can see in these shots, this orb is quite clear. It's circular. It's like a big, gigantic floating marble. Right? Is this something we've created? See, because human technology has advanced far beyond anything any of us will ever know. They're not going to tell you everything. They wouldn't do that. That's just ridiculous. Just being ridiculous. Can't tell you everything. Because, what if they have to use this stuff? However, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be instances where this questionable stuff isn't visible. And this stuff is visible. And I've been capturing this guy for years now. Years, just years. And it's of my humble and serious opinion that the sky has changed. The sky has changed, Earth has changed, and what has changed on the Earth was caused by man. So is it possible that what is now happening in the sky is caused by man? Could this also include this orb I'm looking at? Do we have the ability to create technology like this? If you ask me, yes. The answer is very much so, yes. If you ask me, and I'm taking a wild, random guess, this is a bundle of energy that is visible. I don't think it's a being per se. I think this is a bundle of energy. What it is, where it comes from, how it forms, I cannot say. I can only observe. But it seems energetic, and it seems to be powered or enhanced by the sunlight, because you don't see it in the dark. Even as glitchy as the cameras are, you don't see any fuzz in that space where the orb is when the lights get brighter. So I would have to say this seems or feels like a ball of energy, or a gathering of energy, some type of intelligent energy, but it needs something else to be visible. Is that a crazy thought? Because I just don't think a space alien, like we see on the movies, I just don't think they would just come and park it right over and try to look through the clouds at the goofiness of humans. I just don't think we're that amusing to watch. I do, however, think that we would make great pets. But for now, I just don't believe, and I would have trouble accepting and believing that humans are fascinating to any other species or being that would have the ability to travel from planet to planet to planet. I just don't think we're that amusing. I'm sorry. We're like the slow bus of the galaxy if other beings can get here from somewhere else. We are definitely the slow planet. Can't deny this. Sorry. So I wonder if this is something that we're doing experimentally. You dig? I'm going to watch it because my belly tells me this is going to change. This thing is going to do something else. That's what my belly tells me. And I'm on the fence as to whether or not this is something, I use the word with great reservation, extraterrestrial. I think that the things that we can do in technology, in imagination, are astounding. And there's no way, with so many great intelligent minds on this planet, there's just no way to believe that we couldn't progress this far as to be able to create something that can hover for extended periods of time, have a certain level of visibility, and isn't something detectable by the average person? Is it really that far-fetched to believe that we couldn't pull this off? I mean, come on. You could see in the video, people are walking up to look at this side of the hill. What are they looking at, man? If this was something military enhanced, they definitely ain't saying nothing. But something's there. It's not even a question. What is it? I got it on 2 cameras now, so we can't say it's dirt in the same place. Can't say it. Slow down the video, look through all of it again. You will see the same picture, these 2 orbs, on the left and the right side. So I can't say, could I just be staring at dirt on a lens? I can't say that anymore. And while it's good to feel right, it's also maybe not so good if that isn't good. So, whatever it is, my belly says, let's keep watching it. What do you think it is? I know I got some super smart people. Ain't many of us, but there are some of us who actually are going to be awake when this gets bigger, when it changes. We're going to be here and we're going to see it. So, what do you think it is? What do you think it is? Do you think it's man-made? Or do you think it's cosmic? Leave me your comments down in the comment section below. Enjoy what's left of the video here. And I look forward to hearing your super intelligent thoughts. And be well. Talk to you again soon. Bye.